This one's just nothing but new line. So it's showing my tool color is blue. The main that's still here. The name of the thread that runs this line of code. And second one is my tool color is blue, my new created thread, and I'm a student, and my second thread. So uh, it is in what order it is calling the thread is what I'm giving it to, and the the thread calling totally depends upon the operating system. So although it is happening concurrently, like the main is not calling it, this thread are being called by itself. So main calls this one, and the rest of them are being called by the thread that we newly created. But even if like there is a priority setting option, like we can set priority and say max priority, or we, I think it ranges from 1 to 10, but we can't really be sure because even if we set the priority, it might not give or run the thread in order. Like it might. Okay, let's see. Let's give again current thread dot set priority, and it gives our option max priority. Let's create a small for loop over here. Zero. Okay, so right now at the moment I have given my max priority to the thread name that which is the toy. So let's see what is our outcome. So okay, it's given main, which was the original thread, and it's saying toy color is blue. My newly created thread, it's been called 5 times, and then my second thread that I created with the name student. That's it. Now let's change the max priority to my second thread, and let's observe the output and see what happens. Still is, even if I'm giving the thread priority max to the student, it's just doing the same thing. It's just calling the toy color, my toy thread first, and then my student thread. Although they are happening concurrently, but it's just not uh, giving the priority to my student thread. Let's even okay, max priority. Let's give this one 10, and I don't think we can really set the priority in main method. Okay, we can. Let's give this one 10 is the highest. Or, okay. Let's give this one. Let's give this one 10, and let's give this one minimum. I think 5 is the normal priority. So let's observe the output and see. I think 1 is the lowest, right? Even if I'm giving the priority as the least for the main is executing first, and minimum priority for the second toy is, I mean, not minimum priority. Okay, minimum priority to my toy thread. Then also it is executing at second, and I'm giving 10, which is the max for the student, and is executing at the last. Now let's do the same thing and create a create it with the interface. Let's create our class implementing interface of another thread which is runnable. Let me just create new class, and class name give thread.
Okay, just a minute. Don't do anything. So you are creating thread in the second way, right?
Yes.
Okay, let me ask someone. Vinod, can you tell me what is the second way of creating a thread?
Like next is now
Hi,
like
Vinod.
it is what there we have
Let me unmute Vinod.
so first I think it should be done by them. And if not, still I would rejoin I would quit the project and do this project as soon as I can. The favor. So you email me. Usana Kimberly Skype ID.
Is he attending 2 classes at the same time or what? If he's doing multitasking in real time. Because when I unmute, I'm hearing lot of people talking. Okay, let's not disturb his class. Okay, Sanjeev, let me unmute Sanjeev. Hi, Sanjeev.
Hi.
Okay, can you tell me the second way of creating a thread?
Implements.
Okay, just guide him, he will do. Where he has to write implements what?
Implements runtime.
It's not runtime.
Oh, I think thread.
No, we are already extending the thread, right?
To implements.
Implements one interface. We use implements keywords with the interface, right?
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, interface.
It's not runtime, it is runnable, okay?
Oh, okay, yeah, runnable, sorry.
Okay. So he has to do some magic here, right?
Yes.
What
I'll
is
do
that?
some magic.
Okay. So what
I
we have to
think you
realize.
have to rename the toy maybe because a class name already exists.
Yeah.
You just give some other name.
Right, boy.
Teddy toy or car toy or something. That's okay. See, everything is a thread. If you want to extend or implement, you don't need to worry much about the easy relationship because you are just that particular class. You are just putting some magic and making into as a thread. You are converting it to a thread, so you can convert it just to run it concurrently. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead, Sanjeev. You help him and he will do.
Okay, implements runnable. add one comma, not comma. Oh, that is already there. So public void. I got confused. I didn't go through the recording status, so
Okay, you think logically. He has two classes, right?
mhm.
He has two classes and he want to, how many threads are there now?
One.
Yeah, so he want to create one more thread so that he can run both the classes at the same time. That's the main idea behind the multi-threading, correct?
Yes.
If he doesn't make second class a thread, what happens? He can't run both of them at the same time. Correct?
Okay. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. See, if you write 100 classes, even if you have 100 classes, your flow works from top to bottom, right? Or the way you call, there will be always starting point. If you take the standalone program, your program starts from the main method.
Yes.
Or if you write a dynamic web application, your program starts when you run particular servlet or JSP, whatever may be the welcome page. That is the starting point. So from the starting point of the program, your control can go anywhere. There can be any number of classes inside your web application, right?
Yes.
So in case of your program, that particular starting point has to travel multiple places. It has to execute everything. So what we are doing here is, instead of that, we are creating threads to help our program. Instead of waiting for something else, you do everything simultaneously. Okay? As I told you, example yesterday, you are creating your resume, and for relaxation, you are also listening to music. How it is happening? Because your system is multi-threaded. It supports multi-threading. That's why you are able to. Some other thread is taking care of playing the video background. Correct?
Yes.
If you don't play the video using a thread, you have to close your document, then you have to play the video. That means you can't do both the things simultaneously.
Okay.
And multi-threading is very, very important because compared to the process, thread is a very lightweight. You don't need much memory and it is very lightweight and it adds a lot of flexibility. It makes use of the resources. So in this class, we are understanding practically how we create a thread, how we make it run at the same time. I don't know how many of you got the exact point behind it. If you don't extend a thread or if you don't implement runnable interface, your class is just a normal class. It's not thread. Okay. Now in this example, we are implementing runnable interface, right? So which class is the thread now? We have two classes, car and second thread. Which has become thread? Logically, I mean by look and feel it is clause, but logically it is a thread. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, now car is thread. That means you can call it, you can execute it simultaneously when you are exiting your main class. Subhash and Sunil, are you guys following? Okay. So I don't need to start the main thread. Every time I'm saying when you have a thread, you have to start it. But we are not starting main thread every time. Who is taking care of the main thread? Who starts the main thread? Who calls the main thread? Main is a function, yeah. Main is a method, but it is also the main thread, right? Nothing but it is a thread. It's working. It is a single thread taking care of your program. Somebody has to start it. Yeah, operating system and JVM. You can say JVM start the main thread. JVM is also part of the operating system because we install it, right? Okay. Main is done. We don't need to worry about the main because JVM is taking care of main. We have another thread which we created. Who starts the car thread? It is your responsibility to start it or not. It is the programmer responsibility to start the car thread, right?
Yes.
Okay, so let's start the car thread now. What are the line of steps? If I want to start the thread, first I have to create the object. Then only I can start. Is that clear? Anyone has any doubts, you can stop me and you can ask me. Okay, let's create the object, then let's start the thread. Okay, those who are confused with this multi-threading part, you ping me privately. I don't read out your names. I just wanted to know. Is there anyone confused? Okay, as usual, no reply. Okay, fine. We have created the object.
Okay.
What's the next step?
So in implementing the runnable in creating thread, what we have to do, additional step that we didn't do in extending just the thread class, is we have to create the thread object as
Object.
well. Because it does not show me start as it showed while I extended the thread class. So I have to do thread t equals
This is just the object of thread class.
object of the thread class, and we have to pass the car as parameter.
Yeah.
Then
Or you
only
can do one more way. You can do, instead of two lines, you can write in single line. You just type whatever I tell you. Thread t equal to, you just type. No. Control Z. Control Z. Okay. Now you press enter. Okay. No, leave it. Don't disturb those lines which you wrote.
okay.
Okay. In the next line, you write thread t equal to new thread, bracket starts, new, inside the bracket new, car, capital C, parenthesis, and then give semicolon at the end.
Like this.
So don't you feel about two things are same? Just comment this line number 26. Comment it. Now everyone see. This is just writing in a single line. Whatever he wrote in the two line. Both are same. Can you please make it little bigger? The font. Okay, scroll down. Okay, so it is just the same. It is just another way of doing it. I'm writing it in a single line. Okay, that means with the commented line, you can understand we are passing the user created thread reference to the thread object. Okay, then it becomes a thread. This is the syntax. So I am assuming that you are clear on this part. Now we have to start the thread. You are clear, right, Elaine? Whatever we wrote?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, fine. So now we are starting the thread.
I think now it gives me the option of start somewhere over right here. It says thread and start. Now we can start our thread. Give me
Okay. So two threads are executing concurrently or not?
I have not written the main method.
What happened?
I also have to have. I don't have any. I didn't get the current thread name.
Yeah, you didn't give anything inside the main. You just add a for loop. That's fine. You just copy the for loop from line number 12 to 15. Just the for loop, just to see. Okay. Yeah, you can just give the for loop here, and instead of t name, you can just give I or plus. You can give the current thread name. You want to print the current thread name? Fine. So this is just for our understanding, just to see the order how they are executing. Okay, you can maximize it. Maximize the console. Let's observe the output. So the main is executing first, and then it is executing. Okay, you can do one thing. Can you create one more child thread quickly? You
Child
just
thread.
do copy paste. Yeah. Let's create one more and let's start that also. You just give bike or something else. Okay, bike color is that. Okay, you remove the priority or you set it to some other number.
10 is the highest, right?
10 is the highest. You want to name this thread? You can set name before it. You do one thing. At line number 25, you press enter.
25.
Yeah, press enter. Okay, now you copy paste thread dot current thread dot set name. Okay, fine. You already set the name. Then you
Yeah.
give as the car thread and byte thread. That looks better.
Okay.
Okay, here you give byte. Fine. Okay, scroll down. Now you have to call the second thread. Just copy paste and change the object name.
I'll do this. Can I do this with
Yeah,
this
that's
method?
better. You do in place of car, you just give bike.
Okay.
Now you start this thread also. The thread name, thread reference you have to change. You give T1, that's better. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Save. Let's see. We have 3 threads, main and 2 child threads. Let's see how they are getting executed. Okay, run it again. Let's see. They should not execute in the same order. Maximize it. It is giving the same output. Just show me your code once. Set priority 5 and scroll down. Set priority. You give 10 for bike. Okay, save it, scroll down, run it. Okay, run it multiple times. Same. Okay, it is happening with everyone. Did anyone try at home? Did we miss anything? I need to check that. Okay, you are getting the output in the order. Maybe he can try the loop or loop of main method after the method call. Okay, you just put the for loop down, completely down. Yeah, cut it. Yeah, yes. Let's try now.
Now it's
Now again run it. Yeah.
calling the car college thread and
Yeah, now it looks better, no?
It's calling
That
to
is,
the
this is
thread.
how it will work. Even if you give priority, there is no guarantee that your OS takes the priority. Maybe the main method priority and car thread is same.
Bike is 10.
But it won't guarantee. Even if you set the priority, the scheduler, see, thread scheduler is a part of your operating system. Thread scheduler, operating system, they both take care of executing the threads. How they execute the threads, they have multiple threads with them, and all we are executing all of them. So at one particular point of time, they will execute one thread. You never know which point of time which thread is executing at that millisecond. And next, it will happen like we are executing it and we are printing from 1 to 10 until the cycle repeats. It will execute them, all of them simultaneously. See, this is not an easy topic to easily get it. You will slowly understand. Okay. So how many, there are 19 people. How many of you are 100% clear till here? Okay. Fine. So yeah, that was a wonderful demo. Thank you, Alain. You have the clear understanding. You are able to show us everything. He covered everything, right? Okay. Fine. And tomorrow, Anup, Sanjeev, Subhash, Sunil. Out of these four people, I am going to ask one person. Subhash, Sunil,